Good morning. Good morning. So I wanted to touch really quickly on the whole Will Smith situation and Chris Rock at the Oscars. Now, obviously, like I would assume, like most people, I didn't watch it live, but Twitter, you find everything on Twitter, in real time, real quick. But Will Smith was absolutely wrong in the situation, and I'm kind of floored at uh, the positions people are holding when it comes to this. I see a lot of black people on Twitter stating things like he uh, he embarrassed a black woman, referring to Chris Rock. He embarrassed a black woman, in front of her peers, and uh, you know, it's just basically just inappropriate. And I'm thinking to myself, number one, Jada is really not that established. She's really riding the coattails of her husband's career. That's number one. Number two, it was a joke. If like this whole notion, and I'm also saying that apparently black women can't be joked about. It's just, I mean, I don't like, is there a special, you know, clause in the rule book where it says everyone can be talked about, joked about, except black women? Really? Is that the precedent we're setting for society now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I talked to some people about it, and I heard some different points. It's like, it was uncalled for. At the very least, Will Smith could have said, "Hey, Chris, cut it. We're not doing all of that. Chill." You know what I'm saying? Actually walking up there to slap the man live while he's toasting the show. That to me, that doesn't show bravery. That's not cool. That's not defending her honor. The way you would do that, like I just stated, you would say, "Yo, the jokes are not hidden. Relax." You know, like she's, and then like on a break, I would walk up there and say, "Yo, I'm gonna need you to chill on the jokes about her hair. She's very sensitive about alopecia. She suffers from alopecia, what have you." And to me, that was a harm. That was a very light joke. People have life altering disabilities, missing a limb, have HIV, have cancer. I've heard jokes about all these kind of people. But this is where you draw the line, alopecia? It's not even, to my understanding, to my knowledge, it's not even life threatening. To me, that's uncalled for, unnecessary, and uh, very unbecoming of someone of Will Smith's status. Now, for a while now, I used to hold him in very high regard up until about 2 years ago. This whole thing with him and his wife having open marriage, and that, to me, that's not cool. That's not player. That's not being a man. So it's ironic to hear people say that, oh, he was being a man defending his wife in this regard over a joke, but you just willingly allow your wife to sleep with other people? That's being a man? That's appropriate? I just don't get it, man. I'm a firm believer that had that been Patrice O'Neal on stage hosting, God rest his soul, or T.K. Kirkland, or even Dave Chappelle, I highly doubt he would have walked up there and slapped either of those men. I mean, it could have been Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I highly doubt Will Smith would have walked up there and did that. But you look at someone like Chris Rock. Chris Rock is not a threatening uh, person. You don't look at Chris Rock as like, oh, let me think twice about when I'm around this guy. The same with Kevin Hart. These are not those kind of people. Doesn't make what Will Smith did okay. And like I stated, I could be sensitive to someone suffering from alopecia or anything like that. I get it. But then again, like I stated earlier, you would have that conversation with that person. Y'all can laugh it off or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then Will Smith, after the fact, I don't know how many minutes later, he goes up there, he starts crying, talking about we got to protect unity, all this kind of stuff. But you just slapped the man. even though he should have used that opportunity to apologize to Chris Rock about what he did, but he didn't do that. Instead, he apologized to Venus and Serena Williams' father, who wasn't even in attendance. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you go from laughing at the joke initially, I guess your wife gave you the look, then you switch up, you go slap the man, then minutes after that, you crying. That's very strange to me, but that's neither here nor there, man. Listen, man, comedy, if anyone in society who should be up in arms about censorship and free speech, it should be comedians. This country, man, I don't know what's going on, man, but we got to nip this in the bud, man. Like this is getting out of hand. I'm a firm believer of comedy. Nothing is off the table because we all know it's in the realm of comedy. This is not a politician. This is not a musician. It's a comedian. We all need to understand it. We all need to grow up. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you guys. Peace.